like Hayes Lane today, but it's still Hayes Lane TV. So, interesting video coming up today. New content, because, it's out of season. We're all stuck, we're all at home, don't know what to do on a weekend. So what have we decided to do? We decided to come and talk, come and have a chat with you guys, we're in our newly set up makeshift studio. Vodcast, we're going to call it. Not quite a podcast, not quite just an ordinary video. So we've slap bang little vodcast, really. We've got the new home shirt, just for you guys at home. Last season's away shirt, and last season and this season's gold strip, which I'm delighted they kept. Being repped also by our head of camera operations, Reese is with us, everyone.
Hi guys.
Round of applause. Coming up today in today's chat, we are going to be talking about the channel itself, how it started, why we started it. We want to create something. We want to create a culture at the club that we feel isn't not there, but it's just something, that extra thing for the fans the club hasn't got. We think it's exciting. We think it could work. We can talk about our favourite Bromley memories. Some have more than others. Some supported Tottenham growing up.
Yeah.
So
fortunately for me.
Highlights of the season. The season just gone. Obviously, there's a lot of them. We're gonna have a lot to get through. Memories of the club. Where the club at the moment, the current state it's in, how exciting it is to be a Bromley fan right now, to be involved with this journey we're on, because it's only just getting started, baby. Trust me when I say that shit. We're going to be talking about League Two itself, the EFL, and as we said, the sort of the ups and downs of the EFL. And then we're going to give some predictions, maybe just have a general chat. We're all about tackling loneliness. Us lads. There's a lot of TikToks out there, and I've seen them about check up on your mates. It's the end of the season. That was our only escape. This is it. We'll build something. We'll have loads of people here. We'll have like a room where we can all just come and have a chat about football because it tackles it.
Yeah, it's true. There's a few band names. Danny Murray, Cameron Group.
Yeah, we can't mention them.
Adam Mayer.
We still have Adam Mayer. We can talk about Adam Mayer. We'll have Adam Mayer.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that may or may not be welcome. If we end up playing Palace and Danny Imre scores, then I don't think I'll ever look at him the same again.
No.
No. Cameron Congreve, that goes to you as well.
Yeah.
Come on, Grant.
On to our first point. Only confirmed fixture of pre-season so far. Adam Mayer and Kamal Grant.
Yeah, well, confirmed Saturday the 25th of July, I believe. I'm excited for that. We're excited for that. If I dare see Adam Mayer turn up at Hayes Lane in the Millwall kit, it's on site in the car park. Me and him, it's on site.
Well, I mean, I'll be filming it, so.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Just you.
Head of camera operations, don't really get involved too much, on the on-site stuff. But Adam Mayer, mate, you might be big. Are you better than me at football? Don't know.
Maybe.
Don't know. I haven't played in a while. I can roll back the years. You got. I might be. Somehow I'm 6 years older than you, even though you look. Not in a bad way, but I feel we look the same age. I use Olay. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, let's talk channel wise. I think we went Wimbledon away, and lovely 1-0 win that, which will come up in the memories of the season. And yeah, we worked together. We were on the building site, drilling holes and stuff. The exciting things at work. Typical.
Yeah.
We're clear tradesmen, obvious tradesmen. But we're on site thinking we could. It's missing from Bromley. I think that sort of fan connection. The fan connection. Obviously, I think what Bromley do a lot of is the post-match
side.
Yeah, post-match interviews with Andy Woodman. Yeah, talk tactics after the game, talk thoughts after the game, and we wanted to sort of plug that hole of let's start to know the players on the personal side, the staff, the manager, and not just the men's team. We're gonna hit the women's team, the academies. We're gonna build a family culture, because I think at the end of the day that's what Bromley is. It's all family. It's all family, so we just want to sort of put that side to the club and build that. So, and we thought we're going to go for it. I think it's done right.
So far?
Yeah.
7 weeks?
7 weeks, 7, 8 weeks. I thought the thought process was, let's start it, see if it does all right to the end of the season, and we never know. You know, kudos to you fans. You know, you've made it really enjoyable, and it's not just about us. You know, the channel is nothing without you guys. You know, everyone seems to be getting involved, which is what it's all about.
And of course, the Bromley results matter as well.
Bromley results do matter.
Well.
It was a bonus. They did really well this season. It was very exciting football, very exciting time for the club, and I can only see that happening again. But yeah, it's not just about us standing there with a microphone talking nonsense around the camera. About the fans coming on. That's my favourite thing, is just seeing all the banter with the fans. You know, when they're picking out the times, and it's, you know, ball knowledge gets game abandoned. Fantastic. You know, one of my favourite moments of the channel so far. You know, another personal highlight.
Shout out to Bao for the first hand.
Yeah,
First hand.
Good. It's
Fan interaction.
yeah. If you go on our YouTube channel, it's our first video, and it's crap. Well, not crap. You know, all our videos are great,
Yeah.
but it's not the best. You can tell it's the first one. It's very,
Bleak.
you know, very amateur. We're even more amateur than what this is, really. You know, we was in Broomfields. I thought, you know, it was obviously our first time. My first time going up to some people asking if they wanted a chance, interview, golden goal sort of thing, and surprisingly, or not surprisingly, everyone said no.
Which I don't blame him, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, you got a random fella coming up to like, fancy a chance to win 20 quid in a car park. It is a bit dodgy. Fair enough. But little did they know,
No.
it could have been £50 now, you know, but they said no. Apart from Barry. Barry, if you're watching this, shout out. You're a living legend. If we ever sort of go on to something big and amazing, I'll buy you a boat or something, you know, send you away with a missus or husband, whatever, I don't know, for a year, for years, you know, we'll sort you right out, because you're the OG interviewee, you know, and you won yourself £20 that day.
£20.
I actually did have in a little bag, was it 10-minute periods of the game?
10 minutes.
Because he was the only one, I thought, well, I'm just going to do it to guess the right half, because I wanted a winner, and he won. It would have been awkward if he lost, but he didn't. He was a winner. You're a winner, Barry. Always will be. Yeah, Barry, OG, and the next game after that, I can't remember who it was, but yeah, I think a few of the younger fans. Yeah, finished pretend research.
A few of the younger fans started getting involved.
Yeah, you technical wizards there could discover my password there. You know, didn't try to hide that at all. It's not even on there anyway. I don't even know why I'm looking. Can't remember, but a few of the younger lads started to, you know, had obviously seen the TikToks,
Lose their nerves a bit and come over.
see the I don't know, it was the YouTube video or the TikToks, but knew they had a chance to win £20. So a few of the younger lads, this is where ball knowledge come about. You know, we only knew him as Harvey then.
Harvey, yeah.
Yeah,
Ball knowledge.
he was still Harvey back then, the main man, the top dog, the big dog. Yeah, he you know, they come on and they made it even better. You know, no disrespect to Barry, but the more of them that come, it was brilliant, and that was a good laugh. And then that was when I really started to think, you know what, it's fun.
Yeah. Now there's the likes of Swindon Steve,
Swindon
or
Steve,
Phil.
football
He's
Phil.
known.
We doused him Swindon Steve, or Psycho Swindon Steve on the day. But I mean, just we'll set the scene. We'll stress in a little while, but it's when people say everything happens for a reason. So I was trying to set the mics up and stuff, and I'm not, you know, I'm definitely not a technology whiz, and I still struggle to set the mics up. But so I'm struggling in the car park, like getting frustrated.
Good 20 minutes. I'd say.
It took me ages to get these mics working. Thinking, why aren't they working? Come on, yeah. And finally got them working. Started doing the intro, and it just run us through your POV, because I could see him like laughing, but your POV.
Obviously, I'm filming, and I just see in the background this man. He goes to walk past, but he clocks it out the corner of his eye. He looks up, turns his whole body into a swivel, and he just starts approaching very slowly. But obviously, I can see this, but I've got to try and keep my hands steady as possible. Yeah. And I think we get to a bit talking about the weather, rainy day, and the camera comes back down from the sky. He's a little bit closer, and then he comes over and asks us if we're Wiltshire Sound. So, and then from there he goes on a whole rant for about a good 7 minutes of how we're not beating Swindon. But you know, you don't want to tempt fate or anything. Don't get me wrong, it was the game. Very good defensively from Bromley, I'd say.
Very good.
And nicked it at the end, so there we go.
Yeah, that was an interesting
Encounter.
It was a gem. You know, sometimes when you film, especially away games, obviously there's not many home fans, and you're thinking, and I think that was our first away game, so we're thinking like, oh, let's just see what happens. Like, we might get some good stuff, we might not. And considering we'd literally rolled camera for like
two minutes,
and then I could see him like looking to the side of me, and I think I've clocked him, but he was well back, so I'm thinking, whatever.
Minute coming over.
And then I could see your eyes just like veering towards him. And just he's just, here, you ain't Wiltshire soon. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Trying to edit that video was incredibly hard. It took me ages because I was trying to like do his part, and I just could not stop laughing like when I was watching it. And yeah, it was. That's when I thought this is gold. I think we said at the time this is gold. And it just goes to show that if the marks had been set up straight away, we would have missed him.
We missed him, yeah. We wouldn't have filmed it.
We wouldn't have got him.
We'd have gone straight to the food van.
Yeah.
Missed him.
So it sort of gives you perspective, you know. Things happen for a reason. You know, the universe is good. You know.
The yellow car theory.
You know,
We
the
won't talk
car
about that.
theory. You know.
I won't talk about that.
Yeah. But
Shout out Swindon Steve.
bet you see a yellow car. Yeah, we have some psycho Swindon Steve, but and then posted him, and then comments got flooded with Swindon fans, and he's actually a bit of a legend. Football Phil.
Football Phil.
Shout out Football Phil.
Shout out Football Phil.
And
see you next season, mate.
Yeah, if you're about next season, hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully you never go. Come and see us again. You know, if you come down to Hayes Lane, if you're related to Football Phil, get him to come and see us. We'll go caff with him. We'd love to have a chat with him in the caff. You know, Hayes Village Caff. Shout out. You know, we was there this morning. Yeah, coming up, we're going to come up to Swindon again, and we'd love to have another chat. You know, see how Swindon are getting on with Ian Holloway. What a bloody manager, eh? It's one of the things, we don't stop quoting him on site. It's always like can you do this? Hey? Yeah, it's really good.
Not a bloody chance.
Not a bloody chance. Can you do this? Not a bloody chance. Safe to say, I think it's done all right. I think Cheltenham, last game of the season was good.
Good.
Bit stressful because
Yeah, stressful at the start.
that sort of that
We
many
was there
people
3 hours early and we still ran out of time.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first sort of day we got to do some stuff with Andy Woodman. Shout out Andy Woodman.
Shout out Andy Woodman.
Yeah, it was went to the awards ceremony. And at Barrow was talking to him a little bit, and they said they all been watching, and you know it'd be good to come on one day. So we managed to link up with Andy Woodman before the game, which was as a lifelong Bromley fan, a big moment in my life. And you know, for some people, it's like meeting Sir Alex Ferguson, Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho. You know, Andy
The
Woodman.
man who makes it happen.
You know, massive. I was like, you know, I know I look composed on the camera.
Yeah.
You know, I looked like I weren't nervous, but
I was nervous.
I was, you know, inside I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe we've got this opportunity to
Speak to him.
speak to greatness.
Give him a quiz. End of
You know
season
what I mean?
quiz.
To actually quiz him about his own team. How dare I? But
And is Nando's order and all?
Nando's order, chicken platter, you know, Danny and Ray made it hot. Don't speak his name. No, Harry Potter fans. You know, big Harry Potter fans over here. Up over here.
There.
And then the players.
Adam
What can we say?
Lovely.
We should have got permanent players on. That's what we should
Yeah,
have
we
done,
did.
you know.
Lovely.
Yeah.
No ball lovely.
No ball having a shout out, you know, and credit to you. You know, a little insider, a little inside information. May or may not have gone in the players' gym the other day, and who's the only person in there? Nathan Paul
Nothing ball lovely.
That's what we love to see. That's what we want from our future prodigy, you know. In the gym, on the off season. Some players on holiday now. Not him. In the gym, you know, lifting weights. Getting ready for next season.
Working for it.
That's what we love. Love to see it. So shout out to you as well. Adam Mayer, you know, hashtag we love Adam Mayer is there for a reason, because we do love him. And he'll be back. He'll be back one day.
Yeah, he'll be back on the 25th of July.
Not wearing a Millwall kit. I swear to God. If you do come back though, you know, come on.
Yeah,
it'd be good to talk to you again in your
How's your
Millwall
summer?
kit. You know, talk about your summer at Millwall. You know, not Bromley. You know, we're really interested in that. Let's talk memories. Let's talk memories. You know, as I said, some have more than others. You know, you went to some games a few years ago. You know, before we knew each other, I think, wasn't it? No.
No, I went to one Bromley Vets game.
What was that like?
It's alright. Quality
Football.
Could say that.
Any old timers playing? Remember?
I just remember, I think it was 1-0 the game. And I was just, we're just happy to be out. Happy to be out of the house. Doing something, you know.
Was this
watching
COVID
football.
times?
No, it was a couple of years back.
Happy to be out.
Back before I knew that Hayes Lane was even there, to be honest. Yeah.
What?
Now
it's just life, isn't
it's
it?
massive.
It's all that matters, really.
Different pitch. New stand being built. Yeah.
Which, you know, some of us went and saw the other day, and no progress as of now. Well, no update as of now. It's still just flat foundations, really. So that's where we're at now. So I know some people are questioning, what does it look like now? Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. You know. But
Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know. I'll put it in, and if they email saying take it down, we'll take it down. So apologies, Bromley, if you know, but we could be there. We could be the Fabrizio what's his name?
Fabrizio Romano of Bromley.
Of Bromley, you know.
It's true.
We just leak information.
Everything we get told, we'll just
leak. Don't tell anyone. Just stand
So,
right now.
to start with that, Bromley fans, you're not going to be happy with Michael Cheek, that's what I'll say. Start this massive hashtag.
He's been approached.
Hashtag.
He's going Gillingham, I've heard.
Barnet, I've been told.
Barnet, bloody hell. Christ. Better not do.
No, I'm joking.
He's only got like 20 odd more goals. He's top goal scorer ever.
Bromley.
In the post-amateur. Yeah.
Well, that's light work for him.
I think, that's
light
done.
work
So
for
that's
him.
done next season.
Yeah, that's light work for him.
Yeah.
2 new contracts already for 2 players?
Yeah, Jude Arthurs.
Mr. Bromley himself.
I was talking to him at the awards night, and he said he did say he was out of contract. So good to see signed for next
Early
year.
doors.
Yep.
Whereby?
I didn't see that coming.
No.
If they were wrong, I'm really pleased.
Yeah.
I thought, is he going to hang up the boots? Is he going to hang up the shirt? You know, if you want to give us a shirt to put here, Webber, I'll flip it round. 17 Webster. Little armband maybe there if you want to. But buzzing. Really happy to see that. I mean, I don't know what happened sort of post the Newcastle game, but it's like you sort of were reborn as like prime Sergio Ramos. So I was like, I can't believe.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is coming from. It was almost just like a new signing.
Bam.
Sort of didn't seem to be off the pace. Just an incredible centre half. Really good half. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Good news.
And it was consistent every week, which was great. I think one of my favourite things, sort of, as a Bromley fan growing up, was when we played Dartford. You know, all the best for next season in what non-league is it? Is it non-league? I think it's non-league they're in.
I think it is, yeah.
Might be the Eastern Prem. Excuse me.
I'm gonna that comment section after this.
We'll get cancelled.
Yeah.
No. FA Cup, 4th qualifying round. Because when you're in non-league, you have to qualify for the first round. Couldn't imagine. Yeah, I think we won 2-1, I think, and it was a Gareth Williams free kick towards the end of the game. Scenes. I think I was about 12. Me and my pal from school went, and absolute scenes.
Kitchen Raid?
I can't remember. I think we might have done. You know, there was one game. One game we definitely went on the pitch. I can't remember. You know, but
Lifetime banning coming down.
yeah, I remember I definitely got to hug Gareth Williams and got a bit of sweat on him. Oh, his sweat on me, which was I haven't washed since really. So, and then I saw him at the bus stop like a few weeks later because we lived near each other you know.
Wherever
And
that
I
was.
think he was just in his work clothes, and that was the first sort of time I realised that they weren't professional footballers,
No.
and they still had normal jobs, which blew my mind because he just banged a free kick in the FA Cup.
No, he's got to paint someone's
Monday
living
morning,
room.
he's grafting. You know, I was on the way to school. I was just at the bus stop, like, you know, shocked, absolutely shocked. But that was a great memory. Another one against Dartford. I'll give you some kudos, Dartford fans. Kent Senior Cup final. We lost 4-1.
Ooh.
I think we were 4-0 down.
Ooh.
I think, and then we scored right at the end. And the bog rolls. Everyone must have either brought their own bog rolls or nicked it from the toilet. Just threw it all onto the pitch, and it was all hanging over the crossbar. It was great. We had a great time. Lost 4-1 in the final, but it was still a really good thing. You know, and I put some videos of Truro away. That was nice in the pissing rain. Joe Welch, if you're watching, one of my favourite Bromley goalkeepers ever. Shout out, you know, if you want to come on the channel.
Yeah.
All these old players, not that you're old players for Bromley. You know, if you want to come down to the game. I'd love to chat with you. You know, we're talking Joe Welch, we're talking Gareth Williams, Danny Waldron, Warren McBean, Nick McDonald. You know, all players you know, of course. You know.
Yeah, I know all of you.
Tutu Enriquez, you know, former skipper, Joe Dolan, you know, Rob Gilman played against him actually. Fun fact for Whitstable Town. Congratulations, Whitstable, on your Wembley win.
Yeah.
I was there. You know, I got really severely drunk, but you know, shout out Jake McIntyre. That's my pal's brother, skipper. Yeah, Rob Gilman, Rob Swain, you know, Harrison Dunk, unreal player, like almost like at the time non-league, and he signed for Cambridge, I think. But basically like Gareth Bale, same sort of player, blonde hair, down at left wing, left back, left wing. Actually scored a really good goal against Dartford. Might have been the FA Cup.
Did he?
Unreal goal, great goal.
You'll have to try and find that clip.
It's on YouTube. I've rewatched it a few
find that
times.
clip,
I'll put
show
that
you
in.
the goal.
I'll put that in. Samwood, legend. That picture of me as a kid was with him. He's a baller. So if you want to come on, get in touch. We're all about it. We're all about it.
I think Charles has been my most favourite player to watch.
Wow.
Just everywhere.
Just a silent sort of
just
dark
everywhere.
horse, really. Yeah.
Obviously, you got your Michael Cheeks. Yeah.
Your standouts.
Yeah.
Your celebrities.
Shout out to Charles.
That's a good one.
Does a lot of work.
He does. He's like a Kante. He
There,
gets himself.
there's been some certain times where it's been like a 3-1 and he's won. So
Yeah. I do like it when he stands back from when we have a corner and he's the defensive player and it gets cleared. He just brings it down. Pirlo. Just composure. Cool at the back, you know?
yes.
Yeah. Let's talk the club going forward. You know, it's bloody exciting. You know, Robin, the chairman, since he's took over, has done a fantastic job. Obviously got Andy Woodman in. All the team.
Facilities.
The facilities. I had the pleasure of walking around there the other day. You know, skived off work. had a walk around with Josh. Shout out Josh, you know, the media guy. So, and I can't imagine many clubs in League 2 or League 1 for that matter have facilities like we have. I must admit. So if you're a football player, if you're a professional in the Championship, Premier League, whatever, La Liga, you know, MLS, if your name's Messi, you want to get down to Hayes Lane. Trust me, the facilities, they far exceed what I expected to walk in and see. You know, I mean,
Changing room.
change room, lovely, lovely change room. Really
What was
nice.
the away one like?
Away one. This is what you expect.
Yeah,
I hope
that's
it
what
was
you-
shit.
yeah.
It was shit.
Yeah.
Which is great news. But the home change room was really good. The gym, as I said, we saw Nathan in there. The gym was fantastic. An ice bathroom. Who has an
Really?
ice bathroom? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like 4 really good ice baths, and I was shocked.
Shocked.
Couldn't believe it. I mean, going around back in the day, it was just like I don't know where the hell they
There's a
trained.
bin for the
Like,
ice bath.
Yeah, we had a couple of crappy little Astro pitches out the back. They couldn't have trained on that back in the day, surely. Like them little 5-a-side pitches.
Yeah.
You'll have to answer me that question. Old Bromley players. But yeah, I think we was talking when you got the likes of Cole Jenkinson, like ex-England international, you've got to have some good facilities, and we do. The new training ground, like that's
state of the art.
yeah, it's really good, and it just gave me like so much confidence that we're a club that is going up. And if you think like Wrexham have done it, but they've had the Hollywood money, we're doing it. Just
Your own academy.
yeah, out of sheer hard work and just working together, and it's fantastic. I'm excited for next season. I think big things are coming.
Big transfer window needed.
Yeah, I think Andy Woodham said some very talented loan players are coming in. Again, they come in, they look at the facilities, and they're impressed. As I was, I would play for them personally. So if you wanna sign me up, feel free. You know what I mean? I can.
You ain't going in front of Grant Smith, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be third choice. Look at Scott Carson. He's on what, £50 a week?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to do that, Robin. No, I'm happy to be the third choice. I won't
Contribute as much.
I won't push Grant Smith or Sam Long. Maybe we don't know.
No.
We don't know. But if them two get injured,
Yeah.
and let's say the academy players have school, or they've got their GCSEs or something, A levels, you need a keeper. I'm available. I can book a day off work. And I'll do it for. I don't even need money. I'll do it £0 contract.
For free.
Just whatever, sign me up. I mean, I've got good hands. Got great hands. Now this season, bear in mind, I didn't think we'd get relegated. I thought many people had us going down.
Yes.
And I sort of thought 14th to 16th, just that sort of 6 to 9 points above relegation
Safe.
the whole season. Yeah, like comfortable, a little bit squeaky bum time. Comfortable is what I predicted, but I mean, top half finish, brilliant. I mean, but this season,
I'm going to say we're going to pinch playoffs. Just. It's going to be like this season, very close, very to the end, but I think we're going to just get over the line this time. And then who knows what happens in the playoffs, you don't know who's there yet, so hopefully promotion, but all depends on the transfer window, I think. That'll give you a better idea. I'll do another prediction at the first game of the season. It might not be as good as that, but
I think, yeah, I'm gonna say we sneak in there as well. I think, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if we end up like comfortably in there, because I think this season showed a lot of not just fans but footballers what the club's about, and I think people, love Andy Woodman when they come and meet him. They love the culture of the club.
Developing players.
Yeah, he's a people's person. He creates such a good culture, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they do get some great players in, like a load more Cam Congreves, a load more Danny Imre's and Adam Mayers, of course. And you know what? I think you got Crawley coming down. No, not so much a derby, but it's local enough to be a bit tasty.
Barnet.
Barnet, London, North East South. It's
Hopefully Southend are coming up.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Southend,
They had a very good comeback the other day.
They did. But it's then in another 2 games. Hopefully Wimbledon stay down. Cause
Yeah.
it's another 2 games which are sort of bit more of a, not derby, but
meaning for it. Sort of.
Yeah, and we're always up for them. Look what we did to Gillingham. Smashed them. Look what we did to Wimbledon. Smashed them. Nicky Kabamba could score against Barnet. That'd be good. Ex-player. I think he's going to do well as well.
Yeah,
I think
you come into it a bit at the end of the season.
Great bit of form at the end of the season, Nicky Kabamba. And him and Cheek, physical up top. That's a naughty pairing.
Nightmares.
That's a naughty pairing. With Ben Thompson just in the room.
Yeah.
Little nip it in there. Little arsehole in there. I think there's a lot of goals, a lot more open play goals coming this year from Bromley.
Don't get me wrong, I'll take it from the set pieces as well.
We'll take the set pieces. Omar.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, we'll get him. I think even Grant Smith had a shot against Swindon. I don't know, he fancied him in the action. He twatted one from his own box and fell off, went on target, but we'll class it as a shot.
Yeah, we will.
It was an effort. I know in his head he was like, this ball's getting it. He's just getting it. Just lumped it forward. But I'm going to say playoffs. will we go up?
Don't know.
Come back at the end of the season.
Yeah, we'll come back midway through 'em. If we're sitting here, down in the dumps, playoffs is nowhere near.
Yeah, it might not even be.
But that won't be. We're not gonna. That's not gonna happen.
We'll be fine. I think we're going to be comfortable. I think we're going to do really well. It probably won't be in this room when we're talking again, because we've got some big things coming up on the channel. I reckon next season, a lot more good content, loads of stuff with the fans, better prizes, bigger giveaways as well. Trust me on that, because I'm not going for Fabrizio Romano. But there's good information coming out of the universe. We've got bigger, better prizes. Definitely a lot more giveaways too. So I'm excited for the season. I think it's going to be a great season, just to really build a fan culture. And we're always inviting people on. It's not about us standing there talking. I'd rather just,
let someone else do the talking.
Yeah, I'd rather give the question the floor. It's the fans' opportunity. It's a platform for them to come on and look down the camera and talk directly to players.
Say their thoughts. Say their feelings.
And we're not talking. If you want to talk tactics and stuff and whatever, feel free. But we want to drive positivity. We want to drive getting behind the team. We're part of the team. We're all in this together. High School Musical. We're all in this together. I think it's from that anyway. I haven't seen it. It is from High School Musical. I haven't seen it, but that's what we're all about next season. I'm buzzing for it. I think it's going to be great. I think hopefully we'll get some Q&As going with players, some fun Q&As, not the boring, questions that they get every day. Some good, interesting questions, like
Nando's order.
Nando's orders. Favourite dessert.
What would you be if you wasn't a footballer?
Yeah.
It's loads of things to ask.
If
no one used them ideas though, right?
Yeah, no. But only we're allowed to do it. Okay. Hopefully there's chances for you guys to come on the channel with us and talk to these players and talk to the manager. I don't want it to just be an us thing. We're a family. We're all one. Everything from the players to the staff to the chefs to kitmen to the women's team, the academies,
groundsmen,
us fans, the groundsmen, us fans. We're all the same, all under one umbrella. Fair enough. Robin owns it. Fair enough. Some people pump more money into others. Robin, etc.
And you, than me.
But we're all under one umbrella. We all want the same thing, and it's for the club to do well, the club to go up and be in the Premier League where it belongs, Champions League. We want to hear that anthem on a Tuesday night. I'll do anyway.
Yeah.
Let's talk the EFL. This is a thing.
Refereeing decisions.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it really. I think
going from non-league to EFL, you're thinking the standards will go up.
Yeah.
The refereeing has been questionable, to say the least.
This season.
This season's been rough. There's been
a lot more recent ones as well.
I mean, some in the playoffs.
In the most decisive games of the whole season.
I mean, we've got screenshots and that, but I'll just put it on the thing.
Yeah. Shout out to Charlie Kettle. This is League One, but shout out to Charlie Kettle.
League One playoffs.
Yeah.
The offside for Orient. These are professional officials. Like, how... The gap's like...
Yes.
Me and you.
It is far.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how the hell is that not being called?
And another one to show we're not biased. The Bromley versus Port Vale game,
I think it was Idris. Idris was pretty much in the stand.
Yeah.
When he picked that ball out of the net.
Yep.
Maybe with his arm.
And
we'll have to talk to him.
Yeah, and it didn't get given.
So it was a no goal.
Yep.
I don't know how many points Port Vale lost the league by, but 4 points.
So that
it would have been closer.
Potentially they would have won that game against Bromley.
It would have been closer. But that's what I'm saying. It's not just stuff. We want to talk stuff against that went against Bromley. Stuff went for Bromley.
But two goals to talk about. Dan Ballard for Sunderland. His
Yeah,
body,
mate, yeah.
how his body
Jesus
has
Christ.
done that.
I didn't
know.
see it live, and he's messaging me like, "Did you just see that header?" Or like, "Dan Ballard,
His head
what have
was
you just done?"
head was in his knee, and he's
Why jump like that? That's I feel like he saw the clear fight the ball,
Yeah.
but still decided
no.
to jump
I think he jumped a tad early, and then
a
he's
little
gone.
bit.
Oh God, I've got to get this. Yeah.
No, I don't even know how he's
It
done
was-
that. My
yeah.
back would go if I
A
did
photo
that.
needs to be posted on that because that is
That sort of
to show
position,
you
like,
this.
But what
to
a
win
header.
it, to win the tie, 120th minute was mental.
What a header. When I saw that, I was like,
Yeah,
I think it was physics. I don't even know how
I was
he's done
watching it
that.
and I was a bit like, made me feel a bit ill the way he's got his body around that.
Yeah.
But he did.
What a header, though. Grant Smith would have saved it, but what a
Yeah.
header. I feel for Chesterfield because I sort of wanted Walsall to bottle it. I mean,
A certain someone rolled back a few years.
did he just? I mean, he's going, Doma just going to the corner flag thinking, oh, he's
Just time
he's
wasted.
just going to time waste in the corner, and then all of a sudden
Turned
does
into
that to a
FIFA
man.
Street in the corner.
Does that to a man and ruins his life. I mean, I don't even know what the hell he did. Like, it's just, I just watched it like, no way. And then who did he cross it to?
Yeah, Levi.
Levi bloody Amanci. You're funny, yeah? Yeah?
I mean, we all saw you try and take your top off, mate.
Yeah.
Didn't go well for you,
Yeah,
did it?
Yeah, here's your top now, nicked. You know? Trying to get your thermal off and your vest thing. You showed like a right idiot, didn't you? You know? But, you know, all respect to you, but disrespect. You come to Hayes Lane, you give it that. What do you expect?
I mean, it was a little bit. I mean, he did deserve to do that, though, I think. The cup here after some of the chants that was
Some of
getting,
the chants
some of
were-
the chants
yeah.
about him. It
Pretty
was-
brutal.
Told you, I'll see the script.
Fair enough. He
knew
did say he's going to come and score,
Yeah,
and he did. So,
he did.
but you know, yeah, we're happy to see you score in the playoff. Whatever, you know, woohoo! Great goal. You scuffed the left-footed one though.
Scuffed that one.
Don't think we didn't
saw
see that live
yeah,
on Sky.
We saw that.
We saw that one live on Sky. That was surprised you scored the header. To be honest,
Yeah.
you know, I'd have put that away. I'm just saying, probably top corner.
I wouldn't have, though.
No, mate, you know, some of us are ballers.
True.
Some of us aren't. Some of us are born with it. Some of us aren't. But I mean, yeah, what he did to that poor left back.
Yeah, shout out the left back for
You know,
Chesterfield.
if you wanna
He's
come
still on the
on,
ground
yeah.
somewhere.
We're talking about like mental health and that.
Yeah.
If you want to come on and talk that through, this is a safe space to talk about that. We won't mug you off. You know, if you're having nightmares, trouble
Did
sleeping.
you want your reaction from it?
Yeah,
How
if
it
you
felt.
and to all the left backs that Danny Imre's done that to actually.
Yeah, that's true.
If you want
If you want to
come on and talk about that experience, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to help you just get over that. You know, PTSD is a real thing, and yeah, just come on here, come chat with us. We won't have too much of a laugh. Just help you get over it because it is pretty brutal. That the Swindon left back or
Yeah.
whoever it was.
The one who got spinned inside out.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Good luck next season, though.
If I'm a left back and Danny Ray gets the ball, I'm just going to be like, oh, applaud him.
Yeah.
Go on. You've got to do it anyway. It's going to be less embarrassing for me to just sit down and clap you while you go past me and go do something amazing. You know, you might be playing Europa League ball next year in Palace.
What was the run? Was it the FA Cup that he scored? That he ran like all the way with the ball and come inside and scored with it. Danny Imre.
I know he did one against Warsaw. He banged it off the crossbar. He done an amazing run against Wimbledon, which were our first thought. Oh, this guy's a player in this first home game of the season. Obviously scored against Solihull. Newcastle, we had a chance. He's running up the hill at Newcastle, which was a bloody big hill, which took me by surprise. He's just paced everyone, and then if he puts that away, we're 2-0 up. I think we got to win that game.
Different thing happened.
Yeah, he was a nightmare, and it's going to be sad to not have him down the wing. But hopefully someone comes in.
Nathan Paul Lovely.
Nathan Paul Laverley, actually, that is a good point. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
With the plan.
I was concerned what we're going to do next season with Danny Ray goes, but I genuinely think he's the man.
Who's the man in the gym?
Who's the man in the gym working all hours? Nathan Paul Laverley. Who's the man that come on against Barrow and changed the game? Nathan Paul Laverley. Who's the man with a really nice smile? Nathan Paul Laverley. You know? Who's the man with a lovely family? Nathan Paul Laverley. You know? Just an amazing person. Really nice. You could just tell he's going to do well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, touch wood, no bad injury sort of things, and he'll go on to do great things. Hopefully, with Bromley just going up.
Yeah.
So if you don't leave, that'd be handy.
You're not allowed to leave.
Not allowed to leave. I think what I liked about League Two was the amount of like old gems that popped up.
Albert Adoma, Billy Sharp.
Will Grigg. You know,
Webster.
obviously I know he's Chesterfield and all, but
Webster.
yeah, Webster. You know, I think was it MK Dons, Tom Carroll. I'm thinking that can't be the Tottenham fella, and it was.
Yeah.
Tom Carroll, McGoldrick. I know they're obviously all like played the National League thingy, but all these like little old gems that are playing League Two football now. It's I hope you never know. Jamie Vardy might fancy it. Jamie Vardy actually.
Jamie Vardy. This is
it's just a shout to you. Yeah, I'll buy you Red Bulls, whatever you want. You know, we got a blue away kit, so it's not too far from Leicester. You know, it ain't that far from Leicester really. We've worked there. Not that far. I've got a spare bedroom. Come live with me. I can stock the fridge of Red Bulls.
Yeah.
I think the CAF does Red Bulls.
They do.
Well, they will do.
They will do, yeah.
But if you fancy it, great facilities. You know, we got a bit of countryside around us. Play golf. You know,
Great team to come into.
Jamie Vardy. You know, it's a great level of football. Imagine that. Imagine like a front three or Jamie Vardy just nipping off. You know, Michael Cheek jumping up 6 foot in the air to win the headers, and him that little. Oh, that'd be brutal.
But
it's like an upgrade in Harry McCurdy. You know, who another one actually that's left. So
see you at certain teams next season, mate. Don't know which one yet.
Don't know which one yet, but
Don't know which one yet. But I know you're going to be joining someone else.
Thing is, you know, like a lot of like the youngsters in it that come into teams.
Connor Barrett he's not an olden gem, but he is a joke of a right wing back for Walsall.
Yeah,
he's been suspended for the playoffs, but he is a joke. The cross he put into that mat when he scored, that was a joke. I'm pretty sure if Walsall cross count went into the hundreds, I'm pretty sure that game. It was insane.
Shame about Carlisle.
And Morecambe, their fans were quite funny.
Yeah, I like Morecambe. Carlisle, I thought if they had Mark Hughes all season, would have been alright.
Different story.
Would have been fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully he stays with them. You know, I think it's hard to tell, innit? Because it is
You don't know yet.
It is a mental league. Like, I didn't realise how mad it was.
Like the title race going down to the last day. You don't know.
Yeah, oh, it's great, wasn't it? That's it. I've never really, obviously now Bromley in it, League Two is something really intrigued by, and I couldn't believe how good
Close it was.
the playoffs race was. Like, there's so many teams that could have got playoffs up with 3 games to go. The title, loads of teams could have won it, and the relegation, another good one. It was Morecambe. Thought they might have done it, but Carlisle thought they were on the way up, but just didn't quite do it. But yeah, I think Tranmere could be in trouble.
Tranmere, yeah. Depending on what happens in the round.
It's just who you get in on loan, really, isn't it?
You don't know what's going to happen right now. But Bromley getting playoffs. Yeah.
That's, you heard it here first, folks. Bromley are getting playoffs. Southend, if they go up.
That'll come straight back, don't it?
Yeah. Barnet, I think will be alright.
Yeah.
Barnet, I think, will sort of be solid. Chesterfield, solid again. Great season for them. Obviously smashed it last year, non-league. Smashed me in non-league like Dartford.
Through the comments again.
Oh, no, they got some good players, to be fair. They got some good players. I'm not gonna shout them out.
No.
I don't promote that. I don't promote Dartford. That was really funny. Is that, let's say, growing up, you had teams like Dartford, Dover, who have just gone up, so well done them. Shout out. Dartford, Dover, Welling, all teams that were like good teams. And every time they come and played us, or we went and played them, it was like
tough game,
tough and physical, and yeah. Now it's like Welling and Dartford and it's been Prem. What happened? What happened to you guys? If you need to come in on here, and if you
want to have a chat,
if any of you fans, players want to come in here and have a chat with us, you know, really, just
let it all out.
No, we'll talk to you about what it's like to be in the EFL. We really will. We'll talk to you. You know, the joys of it, what it's like to be in the FA Cup third round. That's always nice. You know.
Yeah.
You know. See that? third round. FA Cup, you know, which we could have won really, but they had to bring on the big dogs to beat us. But yeah, I mean,
Can't compete with that at this moment, unfortunately.
yeah, it's
Not just yet.
yeah. Do you fancy a little cup run next? I feel we'll actually do a
Yeah,
nice
I
little.
hope
I
so.
fancy a little League Two
Hope
cup,
so.
League Cup,
Yeah, hope so.
little Carabao Cup run.
Mm.
You know, we get like a
Only
like
Premier
a
League team.
Tranmere Rovers in the first round,
Yeah.
smash them. You know, work with a fella at, you know, where we work, does the flooring. Tranmere Rovers fan. Was giving it to him all week, leading into that game at Tranmere, and
Didn't go into work the next week after.
yeah, luckily didn't see him.
To
Haven't
avoid
seen
him.
him since actually,
Yeah.
so it's been
Yeah.
it's been
He's
good.
still out celebrating, I think.
Yeah. Still have a bottle of JD and Coke in his hands. That was a bit weird. Yeah, fancy a little League Cup run. That'd be good. Well, FA Cup, but that's the problem. Part of me's thinking we're going to get FA Cup third round again. But it's actually pretty
It's
tough.
hard, yeah. Very
Yeah, we got two non-league teams, Rochdale and Solihull, and you know, scraped through them both really.
Yeah, but got through.
Got through.
Got through.
Yeah,
Then also-
what would be a dream FA Cup third tie round or something?
Any of the top six Premier
Yeah,
League.
we including United and Tottenham in that
Yeah,
top
yeah,
six.
yeah. We're
The
including
OG
We're
top
including the
six.
OG top six.
Yeah.
Maybe now Newcastle's in the top six, but
Yeah, I mean obviously we've done Newcastle.
Yeah.
It'd be great to get them again. That'd be funny
yeah.
if they come to Hayes Lane.
Imagine an Anfield away.
Anfield would be good. I think my dream FA Cup third round would be Arsenal at the Emirates. I'd love to.
Tottenham Stadium's good.
I'd love to. No, I don't want to go to Tottenham. I don't want to play that rubbish club.
Yeah, no.
I want an Arsenal because I want to see that tifo.
Yeah,
wanna
that,
see them
that
T-shirts.
t-shirt. Robbie's t-shirt.
Robbie
Robbie's
HLTV,
t-shirt,
you
yeah,
know,
Robbie's
from one
t-shirt.
fan channel to another.
Robbie's t-shirt.
Sort your club out, mate. That is rough. You know? Rough, mate. You can't be. This, if you're gonna talk rubbish, Mikel Arteta talking to you, you got to back it up. You know,
Yeah.
how many trophies have Arsenal won at Wembley since he took over?
One.
Uno.
One.
How many trophies have Bromley won at Wembley since Andy Woodman took over? Dos. Yeah?
So, proof in the pudding.
Dosso. You know, so, you know, Declan Rice, I'm going to Arsenal to win trophies. Should have come to the better part of London, mate. You went from east, you went up north, idiot. Should have come south. You know, South London / Kent. You know, so it's quite nice actually. You still fancy it. I'm sure he's got £100 million knocking about.
Yeah,
He's
sure
probably,
we do.
probably a bit more than that now, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah, you know, we love set pieces as well. So I'm just saying, if you want to win trophies, you know where to come. You know where to come. But yeah, Robbie, sort your club out, mate. That tifo is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I think we'd make a better one than that.
And if you haven't seen the tifo, there'll be a photo. But then,
Right now,
so you can
about
see,
about here,
yeah, so you can see
Ish.
the state of this tifo.
about there. A
For,
lot of thought, a
for
lot
the
of
biggest
thought went into
game,
it.
for the biggest game of their season, arguably.
Biggest game in years for them, really, isn't it? Like, that is negative aura. I mean, just in a few weeks, negative aura moments you've had.
Levi Manchi trying to take his shirt off.
Sorry.
Levi Manchi shirt take off.
Levi Manchi's shirt. We've got.
Do we? That's one thing we forgot to talk about. Nathan Jones.
Oh God!
Is that negative aura moment?
I don't know if it's negative.
Sees the Sky Sports camera as he's doing his last tactic, and
Yeah, it would have been great if
the camera, he didn't see the camera.
if Wickham equalised.
Yeah,
Like,
as he's doing.
that would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
That would have been so good because it's all I'm talking about with Arteta. Like, you just got a silent tongue is a wise tongue in these moments, and you just got to quietly go about your business, do the business, and then talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't before the season. Oh, we've got to stay up. We're going to go and smash teams. We're going to go and do the double over Wimbledon.
Doncaster.
You know, Doncaster, you know, all these teams. We just silently went about it. We did it, and then we'll brag about it. Wimbledon, rubbish. You know what I mean? Where would that 6 points have got you if you beat us twice? Promotion.
Promotion.
You know? Doncaster, fair enough, won the league, but just kudos to us. Done the double over the champions, you know? But, yeah, I mean, negative aura moments. Amanchi trying to get his vest
Shirt
off.
Yeah. The linesman for Charlie Kelman's offside. That's negative aura.
You just can't do your job. Different career for you, mate. Yeah, the tifo, that is negative aura.
That's negative aura. That's just
That
something
really is negative aura moment. And Nathan Jones.
Well, that's we'll let you decide if that's negative or if that's passion and desire.
I'll tell you what was a pretty tough watch was watching Phase 7 Arteta ball revert to long throw-ins at PSG. Yeah,
Stoke City.
All the memes about, I turned on the telly and Stoke City were playing Champions League semi-final. What the hell? It's not like they got Peter Crouch up top either. What are they doing?
No, yeah. Let's see what Phase 8 Arteta is.
Phase 8 Arteta, what do you reckon? Blame something.
The grass.
He's done the balls.
He's done the ball.
Has he done the grass yet?
Don't know. That's his next.
Maybe.
No, Ty did. It's been raining.
Ah, yeah.
So,
You know,
what's next?
things to look forward to next season, right? Better giveaways. Signed stuff, we reckon. Loads of signed stuff. Just a side note. Danny, young lad Danny, who got 5 out of 5 on the quiz. Yeah, I feel terrible. I genuinely feel terrible.
We owe you something.
Because you got 5 out of 5 and
Didn't put you.
I got you muddled up with Harrison, who wormed his way in somehow.
Yeah, he wormed his way in.
Fair play.
And he did admit it though.
Yeah, he scammed his way in, but we left him in because he was honest, you know. But you got to respect the game. Game's a game. He wormed his way in. Scammed us. Absolutely scammed us. But so Danny, if you're watching, we apologise. We're going to sort you out whenever we see you next. Promise. I do feel terrible. Can't sleep at night really. So yeah, we'll sort you out. Promise. Ball knowledge. That's just unlucky.
Yeah, no, it's unlucky. Yeah.
You know, I was going to give you something, but he said not to. So
There's no way he's blaming me on that.
yeah, I was like, we should probably give him something because I feel bad, and he was like, nah, forget that. You know what I mean? But
I can't confirm or
apologies
deny
for
that.
Yeah, Edward unlucky. But again, so next season
You can win it.
more prizes.
Yeah, beat your mates.
You know, yeah, we're better than key rings. You know, we're signed stuff. You know, more quizzes, a few more different sort of game type things. Definitely more golden goals giveaway. You know, that's going to be throughout the season. Different styles of it, but loads of chances to win money, so that's good. Yeah, a lot more.
More limbs next season.
Loads of limbs next season. Christ, home and away limbs next season.
Yeah.
And the more of you that come, the better. So, flood the home games, of course. Get the North Terrace packed out.
Flood
The Glen
the away.
Beverley, we need to up the atmosphere in there, we think. We need to really get it pumping next season.
Yeah.
We need to create something just special, you know. And the North Terrace, get that pumping again.
As always.
The lads on the drum, brilliant. I love all that stuff, so we all do. Get that pumping. So there's going to be absolute limbs, absolute scenes.
New stand.
New stand, we'll get that pumping. You know, when they name that the Hayes Lane
It'll be
TV
falling
stand.
down
you
by
know?
the
Yeah, you know, if you want to name it the Hayes Lane TV stand, we're happy.
Yeah.
We're happy too.
We'll start
You know?
GoFundMe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much it's going to cost, but we'll sort it out. So I'll fund it somehow. No, personally, I do think that stand should be the Roy Oliver stand because living legend, Roy Oliver shout out, the Golden Goals OG. So if you want to name it the Roy Oliver stand, feel free. If you want to name it the Hayes Lane TV stand, that's up to you guys. But yeah, we'll get that pumping. We're going to have a lot more stuff to do with the players. Hopefully, we'll get a few more of the players on. So we'll do some Q&As. We'll give you guys a chance to answer some questions to them. You know, Andy Woodman will get on. The backroom staff will get on 100%. You know, so we're covering all bases here. The women's team. So the women's team, Charlotte Greenwood, goalkeeper to goalkeeper, legend. So we'll get you on. You know, all the teams, academy lads. Ball out, yeah.
All welcome.
All welcome. Just get in touch, whatever. We'll try and get in touch with you guys, and yeah, get some Q&As going, some fun games. You know, we'll have some games of pool. You know, I know you guys have got a pool table. We'll play some pool. You know, I might let you in, I might not. I'll see how I feel on the day really. See who I'm playing. Away fans, if you want to come and say hello, please do. You know, unless you're Dartford fans, don't.
Yeah, no.
Away players. Away staff, if you fancy it. We're also going to be starting the away day scran table. You know, don't know if that's going to be the name that sticks, but the away day scran
I've got a name for it.
league table
Yeah,
is coming. So away fans, away clubs, Get in touch with your chefs, your burger vans, all that stuff, because there's going to be some sort of grading system. I'm still in the process of
The name.
starting to think of it, you know, how I'm going to grade it. But taste, looks, price, definitely.
Packaging.
Yeah. You know, customer service as well is one, you know. So that's all going to go count towards the score, and we're going to see who has the best away day scram. So that's coming. The chefs at Bromfield's, the head chef followed the account, so we're going to get in contact with him. He can cook us some meals, you know, so that'd be good. That's all to come. It's all to come next season. We'll maybe do some behind the scenes stuff, give you guys a chance to see
what it's like
to be a baller at Bromley. So we look forward to it. Follow the socials. Follow the TikTok. Get behind the YouTube channel. You know, there's some nice stuff on there. Twitter.
Slowly.
Or X, shall I say?
X.
You know, we can pump that. If you want to do Q&As, send us some stuff
Polls.
on there. Polls. We'll do some polls. What else do we have? Well, that's it, really.
See it in a minute.
Yeah, Instagram. Did I say Instagram?
Yes.
I didn't.
No.
Instagram. All Hayes Lane TV. At Hayes Lane TV. All one word. Get behind it. Share it. Again, the more people that get involved, just the better it's going to be. The better it's going to be. And, bloody hell.
Roll on next season.
We can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Can you wait?
Can't wait.
I said earlier, I can do without June.
Yeah.
I've never been against June.
Yeah, but now.
But for some weird reason, I hate it. I hate the month of June. It's pointless.
Ghost month.
We should get rid of it. Just get rid of June. To the government, you know, Sir Keir Starmer. We're not going to talk politics, but just maybe
Get rid of June for
get rid of
this
June.
year.
We'll just go May, July. Yeah?
Yeah.
For May, July.
Yeah.
But we still want the 12 months pay.
Yeah.
We need 12 months
actual-
pay still.
You need to.
You know? May, July, straight into pre-season. We give the players a couple of weeks off. Yeah?
Straight back to it.
Straight back into it. Pre-season games, pre-season training. June's rubbish. We can all get behind that. You know, we might start a petition. I can't wait for pre-season. We definitely got Millwall. We look forward to finding out who the other teams are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any teams you fancy?
Palace. I want Palace, don't
Palace?
You do want Palace.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Danny and Ray. If you want to...
Chelmsford. Local.
Dartford.
Dartford.
Love a game against
Yeah,
Dartford. Love a game against Dartford.
Anyone really.
Yeah, Beckenham Town. Shout out you guys, you know, a bit of an OG pre-season game back in the day, Beckenham Town. Yeah, Danny and Ray, get in touch with us, we miss you. We'd love to have a chat with you. Cam Congreve, you know where we are, we're always on the other end of the TikTok messages. You know, Instagram DMs, Adam Mayer, you know you're always welcome. You know, if you want to go for a drink or something, we're about.
Of water.
Of course, no alcoholic beverages here, look at this. Agua. You know, I'd rather be playing golf mug. Because I know a lot of the Bromley players started playing golf
He's got to change out though now.
Nicky, yeah.
I'd rather be editing.
I'll get a Bromley one soon.
I'll be editing Hayes Lane TV videos.
Yeah, Nicky Gabamba will talk to you right now. Apparently, word on the street is he lost at a game of golf to Mrs. Kabamba.
No, he didn't.
You know, and you never know. I'm not one to slam wherever, but
yeah, that's.
you know, I don't know if Mrs. Kabamba with it. I don't think you're married, but we'll just call her Mrs. Kabamba because you know. I don't know whether she's a golf expert or whatever. You might absolutely wipe the floor with most people. She might be really good. She might not be. But basically what I'm saying is, Nicky, if you want someone to walk around the golf course with and try and just teach you.
Come to me.
Yeah, I'm not the man.
Come to me.
I'm not the man. Don't get me wrong, I used to be the man, but I'm absolutely rubbish at golf now.
Could come to me.
Yeah.
Don't know me.
But we'll give it a bloody good go. So, any of the Bromley players fancy a round of golf, hit us up. Because that'd be a laugh. That'd be a bloody good laugh.
That'd be fun.
You know, just won't be much of the fairways. We have to talk in the trees for a bit. You know? Yeah. But we'll do that. As I say, yeah, plenty of good stuff to look forward to. And
See you all next year.
yeah, we'll see you in July.
July.
Because June exists
Yeah.
for some reason. So yeah, see you in July, guys. See you at Hayes Lane.
See you later.